invasion of Earth will be met by a group of fearless warriors that number just 100 souls. 100 wonderful defenders of our world. Their faces are forever masked. Their tombs are forever unknown. They are the wonderful... I knew we forgot someone. You.
Yo, what's up? Came quicker than Jay in a preschool. Wow. God damn. Ugh, gross. What's wrong with you? How you doing, nipple boy? Like, there's a very good chance you're going to be the only person in chat for a while. Not too shabby. Myself, as good as it can be, trying to live through the fucking apocalypse.
The alien invasion of Earth will be met by a group of fearless warriors that number just 100 souls. 100 wonderful defenders of our world. Their faces are forever masked. Their tombs are forever unknown. They are the wonderful... I knew we forgot someone. You.
Yeah. So far, my life is still as boring as ever. I've been called to go back to work, which is kind of redundant because I work in a retail shop where nobody fucking goes in shops now. It was kind of nice. I have to spend 7 hours out of my day hanging out in a store doing absolutely nothing. And that's not even an exaggeration. I am literally, I punch in, I sit down in front of my computer, the register or whatever, and I just wait. I wait for 7 whole hours for my shift to end. At least before this pandemic shenanigans, the store would get busy enough that I'd be attending enough people that time would actually pass by at a reasonable pace. But fuck it. To some extent, I'm lucky because fuck it, now you don't have to go out of your way to do nothing. Pretty much. True. Well, honestly, before I didn't really have to go out of my way to do nothing at work. My one true skill is slacking off as much as possible. I have no issue standing there for 7 hours doing nothing. Me neither. Honestly, like, I have plenty of shit to entertain myself. Obviously, I have my phone, so I spend most of the day just reading manga. Or fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But the store I work at is slack enough that, like, all the computers have access to just, like, regular internet. So I can easily just boot up YouTube and just watch music videos or whatever all day. But honestly, today I got so bored I brought my fucking DS and I started playing video games at work. Which I do on the regular anyways, but hey. It's literally like there's nothing to do. I could just zone out into my own head and then switch back on when it's time to go. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Just there hanging out, watching, just play the instruments, if I knew how to, I guess. Yeah, too bad I don't have any skills whatsoever other than playing video games. Keep myself. I'd have to be smart enough to do such a thing.
Number just 100 souls. 100 wonderful defenders.
Just sit on a kit and hit some shit. Yeah, but then I'd be just like every other customer that walks in and doesn't know what the fuck they're doing and just making noise. Even poetic as a statement. Huh. Bye-bye. Well, Greg, I don't know if you know anything about this game, but I've been playing Wonderful 101. That starts somewhere. Here, I'll pick up and it's also like the major issue that I'm just really fucking lazy. It usually gets in the way of me doing anything productive. Had on the background last time or so. Seems very un-me a game. Really? You're not into this kind of wacky shit? It's an action beat 'em up where you play as basically the Power Rangers. It's like, what if the Power Rangers were more Japan than they already were?
Neo-Mu Ocean Metropolis.
This is totally my jam. I am totally for the very weird, quirky, bizarre video games.
As you know, 2 of our top secret super reactors have been the target of Geth Jerk attacks.
The more absurd and bizarre the gameplay, the more I enjoy it.
Other 3 reactors. Make no mistake, there is absolutely no way that we are going to lose Margarita. Her creator gave up her life to build the shield, and we will give up ours to defend it.
I kind of like it. What I really like about these kind of games, like the shit that Platinum Games does, and shit like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, is that it's one of those, like, you can just be like a brain-dead button masher and beat the game just fine, but where the game really shines is when you actually go out of your way to do cool shit, like do really fancy combos, and obviously the game rewards you for it by giving you style points.
Let's hit them where it counts.
We knew this day was a-comin', so we whipped up a little something sure to stop them invaders in their tracks. Feast your peepers on the Shirogane Comet!
The Shirogane Comet?
As long as she is not as frail as our maker.
Harumph! My baby's a super dreadnought-class weapon on a 10-year orbit around Earth. An antimatter particle cannon, capable of knocking a whole planet off her rocker in an instant. We finished her up after Earth Events War II, see? And disguised her as a comet to throw everyone off the scent. Now, we wait 24 hours for them jerks to come into firing range, and victory is ours!
Wow, yeah, cool story, bro. Would've been nice if you shared that sooner.
Alas, I must agree with Blue.
You do realize we spent an entire day on the Shirogane Comet during Sentinel's orientation?
Neomu at 1,000 meters. Entering range of enemy hydro radar.
All right, team. Review time. Neomu is under heavy attack from a large enemy force. There is no doubt that they are after the super reactor we've hidden there. Your mission is to push back the enemy and defend Neomu's super reactor at all costs. Everyone clear?
Roger! Team, fall in!
Roger!
Team, unite up!
Oh, look how charming these characters look. How goofy.
Hey, what happened to the ankle biter?
Oh, Luca, I asked Green to put him in a holding cell to keep him safe.
Ah, oui! I found it to be the perfect job for Yellow.
To put a child in a cell.
I feel like you'd like this guy.
This I could not do.
You guys...
Oh, what kind of bullshit am I gonna have to fight now?
The super reactor is in danger. Team, let's move!
Roger!
I don't know why it's not just automatically zoomed out like this. Draw a little circle here, bring the flowers back to life. Look how cute. Some fucking Okami shit right there. Fucking around. Look how cool this is. You draw a circle, and then you got the big old Mr. Fister. So yeah, you could just button mash, do the little 5-hit combo. But you could do a little uppercut. You can knock the guy in the air, do a little one of those, and switch to the sword, do a sword combo. You get really fucking fancy. Like I was watching like Devil May Cry combo videos where people were doing like the most ridiculous fucking combos. And it just makes me want to replay Devil May Cry because that game is just fun as shit. Switch. Heroes around. I use this guy. I even have other gun guys. Ooh, did I get? Oh, okay, cool. Whip Girl has a new power. And we got a new hero. Oh, you get to collect these weird little Wonder PC. He's a computer-based hero. Oh, he uses a whip and it's a wired mouse. That's cute. I don't know if their stats even mean anything. In fact, I still remember most of them from the streams that indicate how recently you last played them. What are we talking about? Remember what? Remember the Devil May Cry games? Hey, Informal Guns hosting. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because we were actually thinking about that the other day, Dragon, and we actually went back to Midnight's channel to rewatch some of the old streams we did, and we're like, yeah, that was just a year ago. Like, looking at the video, it feels like that shit was forever ago. But no, it's a little less than a year. I don't even think it was like a full year from now. Get on with the fixed camera stuff always ends up really bothering me. They fixed it in the later games. Like Devil May Cry 1 will probably be a game that will give you issues because it does do the whole Resident Evil fixed camera thing. But that's because the game was originally developed to be a Resident Evil game until the last minute where they're like, hey, let's just make a game about demons hunting demons and shit. But the later games, they definitely they fixed camera issues. You can actually move the camera around and the camera can stay behind your character while you do stuff. What the fuck is this? I will say this game is a little hard to get used to because the camera angles do kind of fuck with you. Ooh, that was close. Super surprise, learn Smashing Pumpkins don't do anything for you. At least some of the dish would tickle your fancy. Wait, what? What does Smashing Pumpkins have to do with anything? Is that a reference to something I said on stream? Did I ever say I don't like Smashing Pumpkins? They're not my favorite alternative band, but I did like them. Nick said you weren't into them? That's weird. I don't remember ever saying I didn't specifically like them. I do like some of their songs. I guess I could say they're not one of my favorite alternative bands. There's like a handful of songs I could say for sure I really like, but for the most part they're kind of eh. Yeah, when it comes to the 90s alternative, I do respect Smashing Pumpkins. They were definitely one of the good ones, but I was more of a Nirvana and Soundgarden kind of guy. Stone Temple Pilots being my top favorite. That's definitely a band that I can listen to full albums. Also, Nirvana is another one that I have albums of theirs that I can listen to over and over again with no problem. Of course, Nine Inch Nails being my favorite 90s alternative band. since technically they do fit that criteria. Butthole Surfers? Of course you would like Butthole Surfers. Did you ever like the Toadies? That's another band that was like, that popped up in the 90s out of nowhere, and they were pretty fucking fun to listen to. Alright, stop telling me to use the fucking... Damn it. There we go. Since I use the hammer, I sing! I don't know what the shit I use. Let's flip the shit out of this. Was the riff... I'm trying to remember back, so it's been so long since I've listened to anything from Butthole Surfers. I vaguely remember what they sounded like. The only reason I even remember who the fuck they were is because of that fucking name. It's a Toady song? Backslider? Ah, yeah! That's right, Backslider. Now I remember the song you're talking about. It's off of their one album. Did they make any other albums? I don't think they did. Obviously, their most popular hit was Possum Kingdom, which is fucking amazing. And I remember hearing it on the radio once, and I was like, what is this? This is fucking awesome. They did later, but that album was their only 90s one. Oh. Maybe I should check out what they did after. What was the name of it? I don't even remember the fucking name of the album. I'm such a bad fanboy. Rubberneck. Yes. Okay, that's exactly the one. Yeah, I think the album cover is just like a dude wearing like a kind of like rockabilly type outfit, and he's just like floating in the air and like with a red backdrop. Like really, nothing to the album makes any fucking sense. Like the album cover just doesn't really mean anything. Oh, look at this guy, Wonder Armor. That was pretty fucking cool. Blind Melon. Yo, I don't know enough about the rest of their discography, but I love their hit. The fucking Fuck, what was the name of the song again? No, it's just called No Rain, right? Oh, okay, yeah. As soon as it popped into my head, you wrote it out. Yeah, I love that song. That song is fucking great. That song is such... There's nothing like more 90s in that song. Like as soon as you hear that song, you're like, yes, that's the 1990s right there. As soon as I hear that shit. The whole album is fantastic. I really do... Maybe I'll do that at work tomorrow. I'll just give that album a listen. It's been a while since I've just listened to an album I've never heard. Ah, shit. Tombstone video. It's a fucking shame that whenever I've hit that point in like in music listening where there's only a specific era that really caters to me. Because every time I find a new band, I'm like, oh shit, this is a band that I really like. This is kind of cool. And then I'll look into it. It's like, oh, this is a band that came out in the 90s. That's neat. Like, I remember when I discovered the band Failure, I was like, holy shit, this shit's fucking amazing. How come I never listened to it? Like, of course, it's a fucking 90s band. Sounds like everything else I used to listen to as a kid. It really goes to show that, like, once you reach a certain age, you just stop liking new shit. It's really weird. Although very rarely will I discover a band that's newish, or at least relatively new compared to like everything else I listen to, that I'll be like, oh shit, this is a band from like the mid to late 2000s. And I'll actually enjoy it. I just gotta find some gateway bands to get you into the other world of game genres. I don't know, it's weird because I keep listening to shit of other genres and I'm like, nah. I don't know, I kind of stick to like, I like a lot of punk. I like punk bands. And like the older punk. None of that like 90s pop punk stuff. Although some of it is good. Like I do like an occasional Green Day and Blink-182 every once in a while. But some of the stuff that came out in like the later like 90s and early 2000s, like Simple Plan and fucking, what was the other one? Good Charlotte, that kind of shit. That kind of stuff just rubbed me the wrong way. I could not get into that kind of music. But I'll listen to the fucking Casualties, fucking Rancid, some of that good old shit. The Distillers, that was another fucking like mid to late 90s punk band that came out of nowhere that I really enjoy. Like the late 90s, like the 90s stuff is super connected to the late 60s psych garage stuff and then blend some folk and punk. I would say go into that stuff. You say that, but then I go, because I've listened to some of the bands that like inspired shit like Nirvana. Like I fucking love Nirvana. Like I grew up listening to that shit. Although I rarely listen to Nirvana. It's kind of weird. Not that like I grew out of it. Like I could still listen to Nevermind and claim that like it's one of my favorite albums. There are definitely like other bands like Korn. I remember growing up listening to Korn, and then I go back and try to re-listen to some of the shit. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I can't believe I like this like fucking edgy ass, angsty teenager bullshit. I still like it, but like I feel bad about it. Oh, what's another band? Although there's some stuff that I still like just because of how stupid it was, like Static X. Static X is just weird. That's kind of the appeal. You into the presidents of the United States of America? What the fuck did they say? Are they the ones that sang... Was it Peaches? Are they known for that song? Or am I getting that wrong? That's the only song anyone ever knows by them. Oh, okay, it's then. Yeah, because that's the only song I ever heard of theirs. I don't think they were they even popular enough to have like other hits. But literally, basically everything they did was good. Is there something else I can check out? Are they like very like 90s alternative, or is there like more style to them than just that? Because there's definitely like plenty of bands that I've heard of that like I'm like, yeah, this is definitely like a 90s alternative band, and then you listen to some of their other stuff and it's like, oh wait, what the fuck? Like this is a completely different genre almost. Oh no, there's people stuck in there. How the fuck do I get in there? Is there really nothing I can do about that? Alright, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this information? Whoa. Some great riffs. It's very 90s vibe-wise, but they also have some great, smart, funny lyrics. And just a general sense of humor. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe from them. When I first heard them, I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a band that probably does like a lot of goofy lyrically stuff. Like, kind of like in the same vein of Primus, where they're goofy and weird, but they're technically like competent enough to make good music. What was even the point of having that platform there? Kind of bothers me that there's like nothing I can do about those people over there. There's really no way to get back up the water. Back up. Alright, that's something I guess I'll just have to figure out when I replay this level at some point. Nope, can't do that either. Oh! Okay. Use my big brain. What else? What other obscure 90s Stabbing Westward? I never really got that much into it, but like I kind of like cheesy 90s. They were like the more commercial version of Nine Inch Nails. Aha. Oh, what did I level up? Ooh, got the Rising. It's a period sound I have always loved, but I have never really done a deep dive on. Probably attempt to at some point. What are we talking about? 90s alternative or like industrial rock? Oh yeah, and something I was trying to say before, like, what's a band? I think it was called 90s in General, I guess. That's the thing, like, they jump around quite a bit. Obviously, like, the late 90s stuff has, like, a very significant sound. You know, you got your new metals with good, weird, you know, your Korns and your Limp Bizkits and Linkin Parks. Although I really like Linkin Park. I can still listen to Hydro Theory every once in a while and be like, yeah, this is good music. Korn is one of those where I'm like, this feels a little immature. Slipknot is another band that I'm like, I can go back and listen to Slipknot and be like, wow, this is some fucking angsty bullshit, teenage Hot Topic shit. It's great. I still love it. It's like pretty weird, some of the shit that they did in their like earlier albums. Although their sound has kind of evolved a little bit. It's matured a bit. It's still over the top teenage angsty bullshit, but at least now they have like more like musically like competent stuff going on. Nah. Shit, did you ever even get System of a Down and Rage Against the Machine? Alright, System of a Down is one of those like late 90s, I guess they're considered new metal, that they just had they've aged very well. Linkin Park is one of those you kind of go back and you're like, I can only see like teenagers liking this kind of shit. Like once you already hit your 20s, you're like, kind of feel too old for that shit. Never liked Linkin Park and only came to kind of dig Limp Bizkit way later in life. Wow. You don't like Linkin Park, but you dig Limp Bizkit? Limp Bizkit is like the cringiest of the 90s new metal bands. Although they're kind of fun because of it. Oh, are we gonna get our next hero? Oh, we're gonna get our next hero, dude. Dude, those riffs. I don't know, I kind of like Limp Bizkit. Like, there's a couple of songs that they actually kind of like impressed me with, but most of it is just like, it's just dumb, cringy frat boy bullshit. Here we go. New enemy type. I remember this thing. There's nothing I would go out of my way to recommend. Yeah. Limp Bizkit is one of those, like, it's of its time. That shit did not age well. Linkin Park, though, like, they had some really good shit with their... The thing is, like, if you only listen to their hits, yeah, it's some of that shit is kind of like cringy, teenage, angsty garbage. Whoa! Okay. That's how we're gonna fucking play this shit? Did you stop? Okay. Did you fucking stop with the bullshit? Oh no, it's just one of those attacks. Here, have the power of gun. Oh shit. Oh. Alright. We're doing this bullshit again? Yes, we are. If it seems like I'm not paying attention, it's because I'm not. So I don't know if you're writing stuff. I really do need to like reorient the screen so it's closer to the TV so I can actually see the chat simultaneously, although I don't know if I'd be able to pay attention to chat and also do these ridiculous boss fights.
This is working!
Yeah, I noticed.
The spikes, they are quite dangerous.
What do we do?
Here we go, another racial stereotype to add to our fucking CKY. Oh, CKY is sick.
Home is where the heart is. Sang.
Fuck, now I want to listen to CKY. It's been a long time since I even thought of CKY.
Ah, finally!
She. Drink in moderation. Go. Honesty is the best policy. Look,
Okay, since this guy's
the good old days are
since he's
over.
Asian, he speaks in like poetry and haikus and shit.
This is
Well,
his
haikus
thing,
is not
right?
even Asian, but whatever.
Oui. There are 100 of these, no?
Shit. Perhaps I have met my match. Hach. Yes, I have met my match. Q. Let us have a match.
Combat! Get to the combat! Save the rest for later!
The rest will come later. Wonder Eyes, vital!
Of course, he's an Asian dude, so he has to be a fucking fancy ninja. But yeah. Like I was saying about Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory is an amazing album if you skip all their hits. One Step Closer, Crawling, and In the End, skip those 3 songs and listen to the rest of the album. Amazing shit. Really good shit. Like, really cool mixture of, like, hip-hop and metal and with, like, the DJ scratching shit in between, like, the guitar riffs.
We've been waiting for
Fucking
you,
amazing.
Ninjutsu.
Their hits, though,
Wonderful
boring as
welcome to
shit.
Shinshu Japan field office. Momoe Byakuya,
Like, In the End, I
aka
fucking hate that song.
Wonder
Crawling is pretty fucking boring.
Hiding a teleprompter somewhere?
It's just really
Light.
whiny.
Doers of evil.
And then
Prepare to answer
One
for
Step
your
Closer,
crimes.
it only gets cool when he starts screaming and shit.
Wonder White.
But yeah, if your only experience with Linkin Park is those 3 hits, then I suggest you try again with the rest of their stuff. Smash Mouth? No, you know what? Sugar Ray. Smash Mouth is a fucking classic. Now, a 90s band that I kind of miss and people make fun of, but I actually legit kind of liked them, was Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray was fun to listen to. They were like wholesome, like shitty, like... they were just like typical, like, this is just like very wholesome, safe rock music to listen to, but they were pretty fun to listen to. They have some generally really good songs, but people only know that one fucking song. Yeah. What was the other band, that kind of looked like them? If you look at the band members, was it Lit? Or was it Live? I know Live was a... No, Live is a 90s alternative rock band. Lit was like late 90s. I guess technically they'd both be considered 90s alternative, but... When I think 90s alternative, I think like 95 and back. Placebo. Oh, Placebo's sick. But Placebo, I'd consider them more like new wave, not like new wave, but like almost post-punky, kind of like some of their songs are, at least. At least the songs that I remember. It's another band that I didn't really listen to a lot of, but I know of them. Of course, there's Tool and Perfect Circle. Although I like a Perfect Circle more than Tool. I know most people would probably consider that blasphemy. I think that's it. And now you're making me want to just like go on a binge and start listening to like a bunch of bands that I haven't listened to in forever. Kind of weird during this whole like quarantine bullshit that we had to go through. I barely listened to music. Can do it together? Sure. When would we even organize that? Because your time zone is way different than mine. And also I am now a worker again, and I'll have to like go back and fucking work in my shitty job, which is fun. I guess on one of these days when I have a day off. I'm assuming you're a fan of Velvet Underground, right? I'll put it on a radio show for you while you work. As cool as that would be, internet connection, like, on my phone is fucking garbage. And of course, like, even though I'm lucky enough to have access to YouTube, I definitely don't have access to Twitch. Although, I could try. I don't think I've ever tried to access Twitch at work. Dig Velvet Underground? Because I know Nirvana, like at least Kurt Cobain, was a fan of Velvet Underground because I think they've done a couple covers of them. And I try to listen to Velvet Underground and I'm like, man, this isn't really doing it for me. Maybe I didn't listen to the right songs. I imagine you're a fan of Iggy and the Stooges. I feel like you would like Iggy. From good old Iggy Pop. Ow. Oh, and I died. They had some alright tunes. I'd have to give them another listen to, because I remember listening to like one or two of their songs and I'm like, this isn't really what I'm used to listening to, so I'm kind of like whatever about it. that was a strategy there. Just mash the fucking attack button. Speaking of Stooges is later iteration of the group, though. They started as just the Stooges. Oh. I always forget because like I know Iggy Pop also did his did shit as himself. So I forget so it was the Stooges first, then Iggy and the Stooges, and then just Iggy Pop by himself. I'm assuming that was the evolution of things. By the way, I forgot to point out, but I just picked up a nun-themed superhero, and she had a set of guns called Heaven and Hell, and that's pretty sick. Did I get that right? Now give me the thing! I know this is a thing. There's no way this isn't a thing. Huh? Well, spot on! There we go. Oh, just one of these. Kind of lame that I can't just make a bridge. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's another band that I remember trying to listen to a few of their songs, and I was like, eh. It's a very specific thing for me. It's like when it comes to earlier music, like punk rock from the earlier eras, I like, but regular rock and roll, not really my thing. Obviously, my shit is mostly 90s alternative. Okay, there's no secrets down there. That's good to know. No. Okay, this one I can go in there. So never mind. There might be a secret in there. Huh? Let me get the batteries. There we go. Those are one we do. There we go. As far as 70s rock, I think the only 70s band I actually kind of give a shit about was Led Zeppelin. That's about it. But that's mostly because I grew up with that because of my brother. And my brother was obsessed with Led Zeppelin. Yeah, but everything else from that era, I don't give a shit about Pink Floyd. 60s? Led Zeppelin is 60s. I guess that makes sense. It would have started in the 60s, got more popular during the 70s. 60s rock? I guess. I do respect a lot of shit from Jimi Hendrix. Hey Joe is one of my favorite songs of his. First album was 68, so I guess if you want to be technical about it, that's a cover. That's like me saying, like, well, technically Nine Inch Nails is an 80s band because their EP for Down In It came out in 89 or some shit. Although I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I'm pretty sure all their shit, like, as far as, like, officially Nine Inch Nails, when Trent Reznor was doing Nine Inch Nails, the earliest thing he did under that name was in at least 1990. Because I know Pretty Hate Machine came out in 91. But yeah, I would still consider Led Zeppelin a 70s band then, in that case. As much as you want to hit me with the well, actually. Ooh, game burpee. Uh-oh. Ah, no, that shouldn't have touched that. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter having them find you. You a band here and there that will break you off onto a path to other stuff. No, that's definitely happened to me because obviously I grew up on the 90s alternative scene, so that was it. That was all I listened to. And then of course I met people that introduced me into more of the like 80s, 70s kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Post-punk. There we go. Now I fucking love all that post-punk shit. It's convenient that I'm dating someone who loves that stuff too, so I get even more exposure to it now. Oh, look at that shit. This is another secret hero, Wonder Mop. Oh, that reminds me, this shit's kind of like reminding me of like those weird like hero-themed animes that are like super fucking popular now. You know, like My Hero Academia and fucking One Punch Man, where the whole thing is like there's an organization of heroes and they all have like weird wacky powers. Speaking of One Punch Man, apparently they're going to be making a live-action version of One Punch Man, and Sony's going to do it, which has me both simultaneously excited and worried. I know nothing about any anime. Really, that's a shame. There's some good shit. There's a lot of cringy bullshit, which is why I'm not like... I don't watch too much anime nowadays, because most of it is just, you know, a lot of like gross, cringy fan service stuff. But every once in a while, there's like some good story-driven stuff. Like Cowboy Bebop. Well, most of the stuff that I like is from like late 90s, early 2000s. Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, Akira. If you just want to watch like a single movie just to get your feet wet into the medium. If you just want over the top, crazy, like well animated action scenes, I suggest watching a few episodes of One Punch Man. It's more of a satirical show, because the whole gimmick is that in this world where like superheroes are just like a normal thing, a normal everyday thing, and there's even like an organization of superheroes that protect the Earth from like all kinds of crazy threats. I tried watching Cowboy Bebop because it kept getting labeled as being just like Firefly, and I literally couldn't get through one episode. Really? It kind of is like Firefly. I've never heard that comparison, but now that you bring it up, I'm like, yeah, it's just a bunch of like space cowboys. Most of the episodes are like very like singular. I suggest watching, if you want to try watching that show again, because the first few episodes kind of meander and they don't really go anywhere. It's only like until like the later half of the anime where like they actually try to build up like an overarching story. Most of the episodes are just like, you could just watch that one episode and like not need any context as to what the fuck are, like, who these characters are, and you'll be fine, because they're very like self-contained stories each episode. There's one called Pierre LeFou where they fight this like genetically modified assassin guy, and it's such a weird episode, and it's kind of creepy and like the way the guy behaves and like his fighting style. There's this whole fight scene that takes place in first-person view of the main character, and it's very well done. It looks fucking amazing. It's so cool. A lot of good shit in that episode. One of my favorite episodes of that show. But if you want to give that show a try, I'd suggest watching that episode and see if you like it enough to watch more of it. And it's a very short anime. Like, you've probably binge watched the whole thing in one sitting just fine. I think it's like a little less than 30 episodes. Outlaw Star is another one of my favorites, but that one does have very overarching story from beginning to end. But it does follow a lot of like really cringy anime tropes, like cringy fan service and kind of goofy characters that have no reason to be as goofy as they are. But it's not as offensive as some other animes that I've seen. Full Metal Alchemist, I suggest that one. Yeah, but if you want something purely on animation alone, like story doesn't matter, like you just want to see like very well animated shit, I suggest One Punch Man. Because the story is very like bone dry. It's just like, in a world of superheroes, this one guy became a superhero just because he wanted to. He doesn't even have any real superpowers. All he did was do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups and run 100 meters every day for a year straight until his hair fell out. And he somehow became a superhero that would rival Superman. And he's so strong that no matter what rival he fights, he beats them in one punch. Which is why the whole show is called One Punch Man. But it's done in such an interesting way. Like, it's almost like kind of sad, because he wants to fight like a real villain that can actually like let him test his abilities. But then he punches him once and they just get obliterated, and he's like, oh shit, fuck, like, I really wanted to fight a guy. But then all the other characters do really cool shit, and the animation of the fight scenes are really fucking amazing. I suggest watching some of it, just to see if it's your cup of tea. At least watch, there's this one fight that is amazing, just with what they did animation-wise, where he fights this guy named Genos, which is like his sidekick later on. It's like your typical character where like he gets beat by him and then he's like, oh, you're way stronger than me, I need to train under you so that I can become stronger too, kind of thing. So he kind of becomes a student, even though his training regimen is just basic physical training. There's really nothing special to what he did to become as powerful as he did. But the fight scene between those two is some of the best animation I've seen in quite a while. cool. We're gonna get over the top GTE kind of shit. Oh, sword time.
Unite sword!
Well, if it isn't the naughty little children I've been hearing so much about.
Identify yourself.
So, you're the big man in charge then?
Ooh, here's our next big titty villain.
Precious. Think you can take charge of Vision?
There is so much Rule 34 of this chick. Of her and Wonder King. I was actually curious as to whether or not there was Rule 34 of this specific game. Because I'm like, nobody played this shit. And the animation style is like, they're all like these weird chibi giant-headed cartoon characters. There's no way there's Rule 34. And, of course, Rule 34 has always proven me wrong.
Very chic.
Oh, do not worry, Red. That cougar is not going to bite a sweet little thing like you.
Did you just call me a cougar?
You heard me, Foundation Face.
How dare you! I was doing my turn on the catwalk while you were still in diapers!
Oh, and who was in the audience? Cougars too?
Oh, come over here and say that to my face, you ditzy cheerleader-looking pom-pom-headed.
Okay. I forgot this kind of shit happens in this game.
Share your flight.
This is it, Vision. You have a date with my Valiantium blade that's long overdue.
The blue!
Oh, this is the part where I fight by myself as Blue. Can't even reach her. What the fuck? Ow! Can I even win this fight? Or am I just not supposed to? Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to win this fight. What? Turn me into a doggy. Ow. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, they actually want me to fight her. Fuck. Cool, I beat her. Ah, Former Clone. Cowboy Bebop is so great, yeah. Remember, dude, I'm not a weeb. Cowboy Bebop isn't like the weeby cringy shit that comes out like nowadays.
I'm gonna kill.
Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. Such a haplessly big sword. Are we compensating for something, Baby Blue?
Well, he's dead.
I still don't see what's so wonderful about you. A mystery
Formal
to be
Blood knows
unraveled
everything about
next
being a
time,
weeb.
I suppose.
Team, we can't leave a man behind. We have to save Blue.
Whoops. And I'm down. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I can't block it. That's kind of fucking annoying. Alright, cool. See, now you're done it, Greg. You've pissed off our resident weeb. Well, one of many weebs in my usual chat. I'm quite able to live with that. Oh, but you've upset the weebs. You're gonna have to deal with his weeby wrath. Southern Formal, some crying on the body pillow and then blasting out some J-pop. I don't want to see or hear it, but I can handle it, I think. I can't. I don't understand people's obsession with J-pop. No, I can't stand stuff. Yeah, me neither. I just never liked pop music in general. There's a comment on the ensuing weeb wrath mentioned before. Is that what they do? They just cry in their body pillows? Oh, hello. Oh, Kenya? I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but how you doing? K-pop is cringe, but 80s city pop is where it's at.
What's up, nerds?
Hey, Dragon's back.
Are you alright?
A new person has came in to... We're shitting on J-pop right now.
What's up, nerd?
I said I'm good.
Blue, we're a team. You can't just run off solo like that.
Look, just because Nelson says you're a leader, don't make you one. And
So I'm
it sure
surprised
don't make you mine.
Midnight isn't here to defend J-pop.
Put a lid on it. You and your ego put the entire team at risk.
Pink, it's all right.
No, Pink, it's not all right.
In our
Just
quest
because
to
you
find
couldn't
good
fight your way
players
out
of
of a
Platinum
designer
Games on
bag doesn't
Twitch,
mean
I
you get to
found
arse
one.
my game.
Yo, I actually tried looking... I out of curiosity, I looked on Twitch to see if anyone else was playing Wonderful 101 since it just came out remastered on a Switch. I found 4 people. That was it.
I've got some harshing to do.
Bring it. Nobody who tastes the sting of my Valiantium blade lives to tell the tale.
Stop it! Both of you! That's an order!
I hit up the 60s go-go stuff myself when we were going to Japan music-wise. I don't know any of that shit.
Unbelievable. I wasn't aware you had time in your schedule for infighting.
Damn, I'm surprised someone else actually knows about this game. I keep feeling like I'm the only one that knows anything
If
about
it
this
isn't,
game.
who are you?
But if you're dead set on diving
Best
off the
character
deep end,
incoming?
don't let me
Or we're
stop
talking about
you.
this chick? Actually, she is kind of a badass.
We do not have time for these, my friends.
I vaguely remember her. I originally had this on the Wii U when it first came out, and I think I only played like halfway through the game, like just a little bit after this part, so I vaguely remember any of this stuff. I do know she helps us, and I do know she's related to the villain guy, Vorkin. Beyond that, I don't know anything else that happens to this character. Oh shit. Oh, it's one of these levels. Did I get something for this? Yeah. Oh, what's that over there? What's happening? Oh, I couldn't go this way even if I had to. Yeah, I think I only got as far as getting Wonder Black, which is the kid that could throw the time bombs. Ah. What are you doing? Why? No one here I can recruit, right? Alright, as someone who has played this game all the way through, I'm assuming, I've heard that this game actually gets way better. Oh shit. This game gets way better after on New Game Plus. In what way is that true? Because I really don't know. this way. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh. I did it. I'm so glad that someone actually that knows if this game is actually watching the stream. I thought I was gonna play it all the way. I thought this was gonna be like my fucking Transformers playthrough, where like I played all the way to the end and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you playing?" Speaking of Platinum games, Transformers was another one I played. Transformers Devastation. That's technically a Platinum Games game. What's happening? Oh, there I am. Why am I here? Can't that be... There we go. Yeah, finally made it to the Wonder Mark. Fuck, I've been playing for like an hour and a half and I just made it to the end of the first,
Well done, team.
Probably only going to be playing one chapter this time. I wanted to play like 2 chapters each time I stream, but it's just taking me quite a while to beat. So how old is this game then? This shit came out like very late Wii U era, like right before the Switch was even made. Like I think by the time this game, actually no, I think by the time, no. Probably remembering that wrong, because I did buy this after I owned the Switch, but the game had already been out for a while. But yeah, this game is pretty fucking old. It's older than the Switch, that's for fucking sure. Because this came out on the Wii U before the Switch was even a thing. But it was definitely one of like the later games that came out. And of course, nobody liked the Wii U. So this game didn't really do too well in sales. Definitely made after Bayonetta 2, I think. Yeah, it would have been made after Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 is technically a Wii U game. Alright, well, since we're in the middle of in between chapters, and I do need to take this, I'm going to take a quick little break, so I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. When I heard remaster, I thought it must have been just one of the great many early 2000 games I was unaware of. It kind of was. Nah, this was like mid 2000s, early 2000s. Probably? No. I don't know. I lose track of time very easily, so it's kind of, you could tell me like this shit came out like in 2001, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. I think it came out like around 2010, maybe like 11, 12, somewhere around there. Early 2010s. Alright, enjoy this goofy shop music while I go take a piss. I'll be right back. Yep, back from squeezing a lemon. It's weird. From a distance, it's kind of hard to tell what the hell that emoji is, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Hero counter. Ukemi.
Did I even get this? Is this even worth it?
Unite camp.
I'll save my... extra slot coins. That's good enough. It's fine. I'm good with this. I'm okay with it. Next
Roger.
mission. Ocean Metropolis.
The wonderful 101.
Ah! It's our boy. Oh shit.
Unite, crawl!
We meet again, warrior of Dearth. I trust you've been well.
If it isn't the heir to the throne of the roaming Rulo, leader of the space pirate band known across the universe as the Geizak, Prince Vorkin.
Dude, seriously, are you right in the head?
And as I recall, you are Blunder Red.
Wonder Red.
Dude, no one invades my planet and talks to us like this. You're gonna feel the sting of my blade and sleep with the little fishies.
I see you've gathered more pawns to your side, young Red. A lively little group you've got there.
Ah, poor Blue. Forever second fiddle. Even I cannot help but sympathize.
Bite me, Baguette.
These aren't pawns. These are my dearest.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Pink, are you all right?
Oh my god!
Oh, another rival to match wits against?
You are so hot! What did Red say your name was?
Oh no.
It's the dumbest story
Oh
plot.
my god! I want to know
Wonder
everything.
Pink becomes
Where
like
are you from?
infatuated with the villain.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
It's a pleasure to meet you, my dear. The honor is truly mine.
I'm Wonder Pink, but you can call me Pink.
He's the enemy, you ditz.
Enemy? Really? Is he tough? Is he ripped? Oh my god, I bet he's ripped! Hey, can I call you Vorky? Ooh, Vorky, show us your muscles!
Pink, snap out of it already.
Stay out of this, you D-list wannabe actor, first-year fencing school dropout!
D-list?
This is not good.
Prince Vorkin. I've already told you, no quarter to those who threaten our peace. Surrender your arms, or we'll have to use force.
I respect your bravado, Blunder Red. Only by triumphing over men such as yourself do I prove my true power. Come, show me what you've really got.
Diplomacy has failed. Team, unite up!
Roger! Me first! Me first! Oh, please!
Fucking psycho. Oh, what's he doing? I don't know that. See.
Dying is a...
Shit. Oh, what do I... I didn't know there was a thing you could do. Nope, nope. How do you dodge that? Okay, it really feels like I can't dodge at all.
You are nothing but a pawn.
Oh.
Come and get me, blunder for one. Dying is a terrible thing.
Oh, that's a new thing. Oh. Okay, this isn't looking good at all. I hate the whip move. What happens if I just attack like the other way? Oh, run away. Cool, I did it. Not that way. Oh, this guy.
No, this will not do, Blunder Red. This will not do at all.
Easy.
What's the matter, bro? Out of juice already?
Ha ha ha! I've got more juice than you can possibly imagine. Told you so. You see, I've been watching you for some time now, and I am fully aware that you defeating me is technically impossible.
Hey,
How to
My
do that?
emotes have all
I was
vanished,
just
so
giving you a
verbal
sporting
pog
chance, but no time to dilly-dally.
Why? What's wrong with your emotes? They don't work? You only have access to squeeze the lemon?
I am smitten. Oh.
Don't worry. I'll give you one final opportunity. When we meet again, it will be for the last time. So I hope that you are up to the occasion, Blunder Red.
Wonder Red. What are you after anyway, Vorkin?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I wasn't finished with my story, was I? Well, if you can spare, say, 30 minutes, I'm sure I can fill in the gaps.
30 minutes? How about 30 hours? No days, no years!
Get a room.
Oopsie! Time for a spot of tea. A shame, really. I was so
Interesting.
looking forward to
Did
having
the
a
Twitch
chat.
emotes just disappear on
Shall
their
we,
own?
Chugi?
Of course, Master.
Oh, there you go. It shows up on my screen, so I don't know if it's... Might just be on your computer, it's not showing up. That's just text for you? No, I have the little screaming face guide, PogChamp. Or to see if it would do anything. No, it worked. It's on my screen, I can see it. What the fuck? Oh, that's... There you go. Return this fucking thing in peace. I saw the thing Informal sent earlier. Yo, the emotes are working on my screen. So, typing in the emotes is actually working. I assume again, it's text for me, image for you. If I spelled it correctly, that is. Yep, I'm getting the images. So I'm getting the emotes, it just shows up as text on your screen. That's fucking funny. That happened to me before once, so I guess it's just a weird glitch that happens to Twitch from time to time. Because I've had that before where I'll type in the emote, or I'll click on the emote and it'll just show up as the text on my screen. I can see the PogChamps and what faces. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably just Twitch acting up on your computer. I walk through. So dumb.
Not good, man.
The invaders have already gotten this far. If we don't hurry, they'll reach the super reactor.
Oh no!
Uka!
Sacre vert! Has he been with us all along?
Luca, wait!
You guys are slowing me down. I'm going solo. Luca!
Freaking ankle biter.
Oh boy, here we go.
Something approaches.
Mini boss? Time for a mini boss. Uh-oh. Okay, that thing's scary.
Allow me to recite from the tenets of Wonderful You. When 100 brave souls unite as one, bodies of steel exact justice undone, becoming the fist that safeguards the weak, the beacons of hope protecting the meek.
No, wait!
You are correct. I dedicate this to the 100 ninjas whose faces are forever masked and tombs forever unknown.
Team, unite up!
Roger!
Get fucked. Oh, shit.
Hey!
The way of the ninja is the way of victory.
Ooh, a short one. I like. Keep working on that one.
How do I get past the water? Oh, you're heading out? Oh, you guys shall leave for me. As a fuck, it's 5 a.m. So should probably, yeah, I should probably go to sleep. Probably go to sleep before the sun comes up. All right, dude. Have a good one. See you next time. For like an hour. Oh, got light an hour ago. Oh, jeez. That's like one of the few things I hate doing, going to sleep after the sun comes up. I don't think I've ever once had a good time going to sleep after sunrise.
Team, do you read? You'll be reaching depths of 10,000 meters soon. Not even the Virgin Victory can withstand that kind of pressure. We're unable to confirm the exact location of the statue, so P-Star is going to have to guide you in as best he can.
We will proceed to Neomu's deep sea sector and assault the enemy's aquatic troops. Team, let's move!
Roger!
I get the feeling. Alright, so I already have the power where I can absorb fire. What do I get in there? be a way to get in there. Nope. This goes down. What the fuck? Okay, looks like there's no way back up. So, I guess... what's the deal with these? Ah, shit. That was a fun time. Oh, what happened? More health. And who did I get this time? Wonder Padlock. Unlocking whip. Just a key on a chain. That's cute. Nothing else I can do here, right?
Oh, if it isn't my little big boy. Fancy finding you here.
I am not your little big boy.
Bichon.
I hate to say it, boys, but I don't think you meet the height requirements for this ride.
I like the way she said that. Uh-oh.
Careful. Tide's rising.
No rain check this time, Bichon. My Valiantium blade's got your number.
Blue, now is not the time. Neomu has to have floodgates, right? But the team...
Red! We will be fine! Go on without us! I always wanted to say that.
For once, Green is right! There is no time for this!
Green. Pink. Rules governing the behavior of the wonderful you. First, send your brothers off with a smile. Second, do one's best to return tasty treats. Third,
Red, you know the rules! Just go!
We'll turn the power on and be back before you know it. Team, stay here.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing here?
It's time we had a little chat.
I don't have time for idle talk. If you get in my way, I'll have to use force. What?
You're far too trusting. You'll never defeat Gethjerk like that. Or Prince Vorkin.
That's supposed to be advice?
Brutal honesty, Wonder Red? You're hopelessly overmatched.
What's it to you if I am? Are we after the same thing?
Ah, I left that part out. I'm Amorta, Galactic Federation Police, Special Weapons, Tactics, and Investigation Team, Sector S451219.
Of course, butt shot. Because that's necessary.
Galactic Federation Police?
Yes. We've been monitoring Vorkin. He travels from planet to planet recruiting the strongest warriors he finds in Tagaizok. His space pirates are the most powerful 100-man team in the galaxy. And they're going to tear your little ragtag band to shreds.
What? Wait!
You've only got one hope to defeat Vorkin. Figure it out soon, or your planet's going to be space dust. Peace out!
Alright, thanks for fucking nothing, I guess.
Blue!
Ha! Red? I need your help, man. Why are you here?
I'm still on my mission. We just happen to cross paths.
Ha! Convenient.
Listen to me, Blue. We have to restore power to activate the floodgates. Come with me.
Look at that. I was like, I knew I'd find a secret thing if I kept looking at it. Oh! Got 4 heart pieces. Gives me a new heart.
Blue, I need to know, why did you leave the team?
To take down some aliens, that's what we're here for.
That's the second time you've put the team in danger. As your leader, I think I deserve the truth. Now, let's hear it.
Yeah, leader. You just keep calling yourself that. Maybe one day it'll be true.
I didn't ask to be responsible for the lives of the team, but I am. One way or the other, you're gonna tell me what I need to know.
What did you just say? Guess we're doing this the other way. Bring it on!
Oof. And now we become friends.
That all you got? What happened to one way or the other?
No. Is that all you've got?
What?
You're gonna tell me what's going on, even if I die trying.
Dude, what the... Whatever, bro. My arms are killing me. Let's go already.
You can hear all that button mashing I'm doing right now. Oh, that was fun.
I was raised by my big brother.
Huh?
It's just been him and me ever since I can remember. Not the easiest life in the world, maybe, but man, that guy's like a superhero to me. You know he was with the FBI, tracking down Gethjerk after the last invasion. When I was younger, he got a lead on a case he'd been working on for a long time. He and his partner were after alien intelligence, some operatives holed up in a safe house on Earth. They got a tip on the location, so he went to check it out. By check it out, I mean, he went in guns blazing. Gethjerk had a mole in the FBI. His team was wiped out, and worse, they got their hands on some files containing our defense secrets.
I'm sorry.
Turns out the mole was his partner. She sold him out, and that's why Bijon needs to die.
What? His partner was Vision?
Wait, how's that even possible? Vision's a giant fucking alien ship.
She betrayed him. She betrayed all of us. And she's gonna pay for it if I have to cut it out of her. It's the whole reason I joined this team in the first place.
Makes me want to cry. What a touching story. Uh-oh. Okay, that'd be weird, but they're not gonna give you any real fucking challenges when you don't even have like the main mechanic of the game. What is this?
This is it. This unit controls the backup power.
So that's how it is, huh? Looks like it takes two to do this tango, Red. We gotta time this right. Let's go.
Ah. That shit made my head hurt. That was a weird fucking puzzle. You had to control one guy with the left stick and the other guy with the right stick, and then just try to mirror the movements you were doing. And do any fucking... Oh, this is... Whatever. Just now run our way back to the team?
Oh my,
Oh,
I
crap.
hope I'm not interrupting.
Vision!
Just the two of you. What happened to your little friends? You all seem to be having so much fun.
The team is fine. We'll regroup, and together we'll get rid of you and your kind.
Trying to play the hero, are you? Such a sight. It makes me beam like a ray of sunshine.
Freaking! Red!
Now we're going to have a little heart-to-heart, you and I.
Oh. Here's our one S.
Unite sword!
Oh, that was cutting it close, was it not? You two are almost more trouble than you are worth.
Ooh, big talk from someone we practically had to push into that jump.
I declare this task accomplished.
Ooh, we are not finished yet, Blanco.
Yes, I too was scared. Yellow is not fond of heights.
Everyone, you're safe.
We were about to go for a long swim when the power came on and the gates closed. It was quite close. Oh, business as usual for you two, no?
Watch it, cheese eater.
What? Well, and not for your cheesiness, no one would have been put at risk, you fool.
Blue, thank you. If it weren't for you, I never would have made it.
And if it weren't for you, my Valiantium blade would have carved her up, right?
Call it however you see it.
Okay. Wonder Plane. I like this guy. Yes. There's this little radar thing going on.
The super reactor's down here.
And look, I hope. Let us hurry.
I think some jerk has a different idea.
Okay. This is not going to be fun to deal with, I'm sure. How do I even...
Ah, the perfect opportunity to release my pent-up frustration with Monsieur Blue.
Zip it, Cousteau.
Team, unite up!
Roger!
What's it doing? I don't like it. It's a lot easier now, isn't it?
But the way of the ninja is the way of achievement.
I would settle for the way to Luca.
Oh, I hope he is alright.
Let's move, team. My guess is Vision is up ahead. Team, let's move.
Roger!
It upsets me that that very beginning part of the level, there were a bunch of characters I couldn't rescue. Just made me wonder how the fuck was I supposed to do that? Oh well. Made it back to the state. I got a platinum. Fuck it. Ooh, and we're gonna get our next boss fight, right? Anything new? Same. Dodge mine.
Dodge mine.
Energy converter is pretty good. Speed charge is very almost necessary. Unite charge is pretty useful. For now, I'll switch item character with mine.
Multi-unite! 2!
I never use them.
Unite camp.
I'll use this one. Was already, yes I do. I have enough to make another card. Honestly, this is the only item worth making with this because all the other ones kind of like, when you use them they lower your score anyway, so there's no point in using them.
Roger!
Wonderful 101!
Oh, the statue, she is beautiful.
Indeed.
I prefer a woman with a little more meat on her bones.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Luca! Where are you? Say something!
The only two characters that's fun
Luca!
listening to talk to
Can
each
you
other
hear
is blue
us?
and green.
Answer me!
Like every other character either adds nothing to the story or is insufferable like Pink.
This is the last place
White
I
is just
expected
kind of
to
there,
see
and so is
you,
Yellow.
Blondie.
Eventually
Are you
we'll get
here
Black.
for a real woman or your silly
Black doesn't talk at all.
statue?
Show yourself!
I'm afraid you are not my type. The goddess,
Well,
on the other hand.
So far, the trend has been new hero per level, so we're probably gonna get Wonder Black in the next level.
This is seriously not
His power is probably the most useful one in the entire game, but as a character, they literally like just made him a mute. His whole gimmick is that he's constantly playing on like a 3DS, and he just never talks to anybody. I don't even think he talks during his little transformation scene. He just shows up, is like, yeah, Wonder Eyes, whatever, boop, and
The
transforms.
Virgin Victory can't take this pressure for long.
Commencing emergency service.
Alright, we're gonna fight Giant Hentai Monster. Because of course.
Engaging unlimited form!
Thumbs up.
Team, unite up!
What the hell was that? Alright. Ah, those are the mines. I forgot. Alright, that's one arm gone. The fuck? Ah, no. Not what I wanted. Oh. What's happening now? What? That's what we're fighting.
Stop! Get back here, you miserable
What that tongue do though? Alright, what are we doing?
Hope you want octopus for dinner, guys!
Luca! Alright, cake face. Hand over Luca!
Blah, 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 you boy. Die!
Nope. Okay, down to lightning cannon. Now I know that. Ah! This boss fight is pretty fucking weird. No! Shit. Is there a way to avoid that? Actually, I'm about to lose. Okay, that's one arm down. On, you can heal the ship. Yeah, that shows I do not remember this boss fight. Ah, fucking hell. Okay. Bring it on. I already know what all your shitty arms do now. Yeah. Okay, cool. I can absorb the lightning. What's happening? Was that supposed to happen? Alright, you big dumb bitch. All you got left is that big old dumb arm. Oh, there's Luca.
Come over here.
Fucking dumbass little kid.
Enough. Just get over here.
You stupid insects! It's time for your extermination!
Team, unite up!
Roger.
Ah, here we go. Oh, shit's getting good when the theme song kicks in.
Not get away with this, you unattractive vermin!
Not gonna happen.
Don't, Blue! It's suicide!
Unite sword!
That's why you never send a boy to do a team's job! So long, little boy Blue!
Wait!
Blue, why would you do that?
Because I do what I gotta do. I'll make her pay, even if the price is my life.
Luca, you have got some questions to answer for too, young man. Why did you run off like that? I do not know what you were thinking, but do not ever do something like that again.
Because I do what I gotta do. Oh, Blue, such a terrible role model. I guarantee you are a parent's least favorite wonderful one.
You're everyone's least favorite wonderful one.
Nobody's there.
Wonderful 100, we've got pressing business.
That
Return
was
to the
posted
ship
like
immediately.
an
Of
hour.
course, a cup of tea and a hot shower await you all.
Roger. Team, returning to the bridge.
Has there been anything on this mission that was not pressing business?
Operation 004 complete. Flight path clear. Virgin Victory departing.
Well done, team.
The wonderful 101. Unite Drill Spring.
Oh, that is definitely getting that shit. I can hurt people while I dodge into them. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it. It's late, and I'm gonna go to sleep because I need to work tomorrow. So go fuck yourselves. Bye, everybody. Yeah, to anyone who's actually listening, I plan on continuing this game until I beat it, and I'm streaming. I'm gonna stick to a schedule of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday to play the next chapter of this game. We're already entering territory that I'm not familiar with. I don't remember any of the shit that happens after this. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully I actually beat this game for the first time, because I've never finished this game. Alright everybody, good night.